All right, everybody, welcome to our next episode of The Dispatch. Again, I'm Collin Shaw, President and COO of HDMA, and I have with us here Robert Brown from Spartan Radar. And what I wanted to do today was give everybody a little bit of a glimpse into some of the things we do at HDMA. And one of those are our councils. And Robert is a member of our Heavy Duty Advanced Technology Council. So I wanted to give Robert a little bit of a chance to talk about what we do on that council, what he gets out of it. But first of all, Robert, if you want to introduce yourself as well as give a little background on Spartan Radar and how long you've been there.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks for having me, Colin. It's been some really fun. I know I'm kind of the newbie to the group, but we had a great time at our first meeting a few weeks ago. It was an incredible group of folks to get to know. The kind of I'm a big ecosystem kind of guy, and that truly is the ecosystem of our industry. And a little bit about Spartan. We are a startup. I have a passion for startups. I joined the company back in October. I came from Too Simple, which was a level 4 self-driving truck company based here in San Diego, and Spartan's based in just up the I-5 in California, in Orange County. And I'm the chief strategy officer there, which really means I sit around and kind of stroke my chin and think all day and opine. But our job is to work with the ecosystem, both in the trucking side and the automotive side, working with software to improve primarily, COTS hardware. Getting that resolution, and think for your ADAS system, your driver assistance system, to make that better, so you have higher resolution, so you have less false positives. It's not beeping at the drivers, and I know that drives them crazy. And then also, so working at kind of that level 2 ADAS system, but then also working with folks like my former company Space in the high levels of autonomy, level 4,
Mm-hmm.
and helping kind of transition from the R&D phase to true commercialization of AVs. And we're laser focused on that, and we've had quite a bit of success. The team comes from the defense and aerospace and a lot of secret squirrel type stuff, but they've been working in radar for decades, and some of I call them magic tricks, but they're not really magic tricks. But some of the software tricks that they can do is truly impressive, and very excited to be with the team here at Spartan.
That's great. So, Robert, this was your first council meeting. Robert also sits on our board of governors, so he helps plan out the content and the activities that we do. What was your impression from the first meeting, and what takeaways did you get from from your first Heavy Duty Advanced Technology Council?
Yeah, it was a blast. Not you obviously get the educational content, which is great. New mobility, electric vehicles, ZEVs, you name it. You get great contact. But as we've all coming out of COVID now, you've lost that person to person interaction, where you get to network, you get to have deep conversations, actually have a beer with someone, and it's a very great group that you guys have assembled. It's the who's who in the zoo. It's who you want to be a part of, to either learn about a space or get connected to another, because rising tide raises all boats in our industry, and it's incredibly powerful group, and I learned a lot, and I'm looking forward to our next one, where Bendix is hosting us.
So, Robert, as you are helping to plan out our future content, what are the things that you're looking for to help bring into this industry and this group? What are the key pieces of content that you'd like to see and that you think are going to be valued to our members?
Yeah, and I like to wear kind of the startup hat with pride, and so I think my responsibility is to bring some of the kind of the more bleeding edge technologies
Hmm.
to it, and even this at our last conversation, I think a lot of folks don't realize how far specifically like the AV industry has matured when it comes to things like trailer inspections and
Yeah.
law enforcement interaction and just all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, bam, let's get a presenter to come out to Bendix and walk everyone through that. We have some major fleets that are really into AV and EV, and so I
Hmm.
think we're looking very strong to have one of the largest trucking carriers, COO, come out and present to us, and a few others, in that space. And I think it's going to assemble a really good group. And one thing nice is that we always poll our members, and so like the members get to give feedback too. So it's not just like we're we're dictating by fiat, right? We poll our members, and they give us feedback, and then it's our job to use our Rolodexes and networks to bring good folks, like your former employers and just all the good folks that make up our industry.
Great. Well, Robert, I really appreciate you joining us today. Really good background on the Technology Council. Upcoming in future installments of the Dispatch, we'll be talking about our other ones. Today, I am in Scottsdale, Arizona for our board meeting, as well as the Heavy Duty Business Forum, which is another council that we operate for executives in the heavy duty space, and looking forward to kicking that off. So thank you.
Thanks, Collin.